Hi, my name is Lisa. Welcome to my channel. I was given this HookeRoad roof rack, so we're actually gonna put it together and put it on the Jeep Gladiator. All right, so we got some instructions, 2 stickers that came with it, and put those in the box. Let's see here. I've taken everything was packaged in plastic, which was really nice. So basically what it says is to put this together before you put it up there, but I'm gonna need another person, I think, to get it up there. It says you're gonna need a 4 and a 6mm hex socket. That's these things. Right here. Check to make sure you have everything first, so we're just going to go through and make sure we have everything. The first step, we're going to assemble the rack on this table. Start by mounting the shortest crossbar, it's actually the skinniest crossbar, into the front flaring. The front flaring has the Hooke logo on the front. You're also going to need the button head socket cap bolt screws, which is M610, flat washer M612-1, T-sliding nuts M6, and you're going to need 8 of them, silver nuts. Make sure the machine slot in the rail of the crossbar is facing the front flaring. So you're going to put the nuts into the shortest flaring. I'm showing you right here what the nuts look like. They're silver. Put those in. You're going to take some of those flat washers and line them up with the nuts, but you're also going to line them up with the holes on the front flaring. Be sure to keep equal lengths on each end, as this will help you as you add the other cross members to make the rack later. You're going to find out later in the video that I had an issue because I didn't keep equal lengths on each end. So right now I'm just lining up all the nuts and putting the washers underneath, and I did put one in the center here to hold the flaring in place. Now I'm just loosening it up so I can slide a washer underneath. So all the nuts are lined up and you're going to put the screws in. Now that step 1 is complete, we're moving on to step 2. The next step is you're going to mount the crossbars between the 2 side rails. For this, use the button head socket cap bolt screws M820, flat washer M821. Make sure the machine slot in the rail of the crossbar is facing up so that you can easily add T-nuts to mount your gear. So as you can see, I'm lining up the cross members and putting those screws/bolts in there. Also, I'm going to discuss this at the end, but I did want to make you aware that number 8 hex fit beautifully into the T-slots on top, and you can pick them up at any Ace Hardware. After completing this side, you're going to do the same on the other side. Moving on to the next step, which is step number 3, we're going to mount the front and rear fairings. To do this, use the button head socket cap bolt screws M820, flat washer M821, flange hex lock nuts M8. When mounting the front fairing, adjust it all the way up to avoid contact with the roof and leave the bolts loose enough to be able to make adjustments once it's on the roof of the vehicle. Right now I'm attaching the front fairing using the bolts. And here I am attaching the rear fairing using the bolts. And once again, don't forget to leave them a little bit loose so you can adjust it when it's up on top of the Jeep. Moving on to step 4. Next up, we're going to snap the rubber mat into the mounting brackets and the mounting bracket covers. These just go on so-called like the feet, I guess you want to call them, that goes up against the Jeep and also the Jeep doors. It's a protective rubber coating. And there, that's it, just like that. Perfect. So you're going to go ahead and do that to all of them. Step 5 is next install the front mounting brackets. For this, use the rivet nut plate M8, the button head socket cap bolts, screws M820, flat washer M821. Don't tighten up those bolts. So you just want to keep them loose. Not too loose, but snug enough where it doesn't move a lot, so to speak. So when you're putting this rack up on top, you want to be able to adjust them to make the rack like even on top of the Jeep. So like I put the text across the screen, definitely get another person to help you. If not, I should have actually put like a blanket or a towel down because I did end up scratching the Jeep just a bit. It's on top, so it's not that noticeable, but see where it hits the Jeep right here? Yes, so if you are by yourself like I was, get a blanket or a towel or something just to put down. So I'm going to slide this up, and I am lucky I have side steps on this Jeep. If you don't have side steps, you might have to get like a little step ladder or a stool, or you might be tall enough to put this on. So I'm just trying to walk it over to the other side to get the rack somewhat put on the Jeep so I can actually put the mounting bracket covers on. So step 6 is put the roof rack on the vehicle like we did, but you're going to please adjust the position of the front mounting bracket first so that it can be smoothly stuck into the roof rain groove. Install the front mounting bracket cover with the button head socket cap bolt screws M825, flat washer M821, and the nylon round spacer, which is 2027. It says when installing, please screw the upper screws first, then tighten the upper and lower screws at the same time. So as you can see, there was a lot of back and forth adjusting of the brackets and whatnot. So if you can get another person, definitely get another person to assist you with this. It'd be so much, it would have went smoother, quicker, and easier. Also, I want to note right here that this rack is meant for the back of the cab of the Jeep Wrangler or Gladiator. It does, I have an alu cab tent on mine, so I can't use this in the back. Now it fits beautifully in the back, however I have to modify mine to fit the front, which I'm going to show you in another video. But this rack, I have taken it back and forth to Flagstaff I think 3 or 4 times. There is a bit of extra wind noise, but I don't mind that. And I'm going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to put like mount a Rotopax on top just so you can see what it looks like. And you're just going to tighten these up, put the bracket covers on, and yeah. Thank you HookeRoad for giving me this rack. So far it's been fantastic.